What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. I'm currently filming from my kitchen table, so this is a little different feeling. But today I want to kind of go over one of the Christmas presents that I got. I ended up getting this Insignia 2.7 inch dash cam. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this open real quick, and we'll go over what all is inside, and we'll kind of go through the features real quick. So I guess we'll get started. First thing that I noticed about this is you can't get the damn tab out. Holy crap. Alright, so inside a lot of stuff that's packed in there pretty good. Holy cow. Okay, there we go. Alright, so that's what you see when you open it. So obviously you have the dash cam. This thing lifts open. There's your wiring. Let me scoot this camera back a little bit. Got your wiring. Your suction cup, the car charger thingy, and I've already put an SD card in, so I threw that in there too. So, and instructions in Spanish and English. So I guess what I'll go ahead and do, I'll go ahead and switch this around real quick, and I'll show you guys how all of this fits together. So we'll do that. Alright, so I switched the camera around. I went ahead and plugged this into the wall. I just used one of my iPhone chargers for now, so we can power this on. So this is a camera. Obviously it's got film on the front that we have to take off. And then there's a little film tabby thing on the back. Hey, look, you can see me. Okay, so here is where the arm for the suction cup mounts. This is where you plug in your cable charger. And then here's the on-off button, which I don't think you can turn on without it being attached to the plug. So here's the back of the camera. So again, I guess we'll go ahead and plug this in. Alright, so now that it's plugged in, look at that. You guys can see all of my kitchen stuff. So as soon as the power comes on, it starts recording. Hopefully you guys can see that. It's red, so it's kind of weird against this there we go, against the table. So it has the date settings, the time, what frames it's recording. So it's set to 1080. Yeah. So I guess we'll go over the settings real quick. So if you push any of these buttons, the settings will come up. So if you hit OK, that stops your recording. Not really sure what this microphone. Oh, this turns your sound off, so it won't pick up sound while it's recording. You can turn that on or off. Not really sure what WDR is. We can look at that in a minute. And then this is your main screen. Wow, why is that all red? That's kind of weird. So you can toggle up and down resolution. You can set your different resolutions. I'm doing 1080 at 30 frames a second. Not really sure what WDR is. I'd have to look that up in a second. Loop recording. You can do every minute it starts a new loop, every 3 minutes, or every 5 minutes. I just have it, I guess, on 3 for now. Record audio, you can turn on or off. Date stamped, that's saying if you want to have your date and time in the video, you can turn it on or off that way. How do I get back? Okay, there we go. Exposure, you can do your exposure, which I don't know if you would necessarily want to do with that. Language, English, French, or Spanish. Time settings. So I guess we'll go ahead and set for 2018. Today is 12. What's today? The 30th? Yeah, today's the 30th at 6:57 p.m. That's your seconds, PM. Speaker, you can do mute, medium, or high. If anything, I would do, here, we'll turn the beep sounds on. So that's on high, medium, low. I'm going to turn it off because I don't want to hear the beeping. Auto display, I guess this keeps your display on for however long you want before it goes blank. I'll probably put it on 1 minute so I don't have to look at it while I'm driving. And that's to format your card, which we don't need to do. Default settings, I guess that's to return it to normal settings. And version, that's the current version. Oops. Headlight, here we go. Headlight reminder. So essentially, if it's dark out, oh, we'll go back to this real quick. So if it's dark, so we can start. Is it recording? Anyways, that icon, when it's on, like if it's dark out, it'll I'll stop recording again. It'll tell you to put your headlights on if it's dark, which I don't need. Motion detection. This is if it's plugged up into a battery constantly. If someone like walks in front of your car or whatever, it'll kick the camera on. G sensors, this one's a big important one. So if you're in an impact or anything like that, and your vehicle gets hit, it'll automatically save the video, that current loop. So that's a big one. I set mine on medium for now. I don't know, I'll have to play with mine to figure out what settings is best. I think that's it. So this is playback. So this is just the videos that we took. So it was the video from earlier. You can do, you can pause it, you can change different videos, you can delete it, which we'll probably delete ours just because it's just a random video. So, and then you can toggle between the two videos or whatever videos. Events, I guess that's when you actually save, like save events. Like if you're driving and you want to save something, you'd hit this little icon over here, this little like caution icon. That'll save that loop. And then photos. While you're driving, while it's recording, if you hit the little photo thing right here, then you can save pictures. Besides that, I think that's about it. The SD card, or the SD card goes right here. I think you can go up to a 32 gig SD card, which is what I have. I know you have to get one of the ones that are faster writing, because it's recording while it's it's writing while it's recording. So besides that, I guess we can show you how this clips on. So this, essentially, there's a little hook thing here. This just goes in like that, and it clips on like that. And then you can adjust it. There's a little knob over here that you can adjust the angle, and then when you want it on your car, you can just tighten it up. And then there's a little lock. So if you want to suction cup it to your windshield. That's it for now. Alright guys, so this is about a week later for the dash cam I've had installed in the truck. Let me go over and show you how I installed it real fast, and then we'll go over some footage of what we recorded in the last week or so, and then I'll kind of give you an overall opinion on the camera. So this is how I ended up installing the dash cam. So you can see GoPro, if you haven't already, go subscribe to his channel. So the dash cam, we ended up suction cupping here. I apologize, my windshield's a little dirty. So I ended up popping this headliner down a little bit, running it all the way down here, and then I pulled off these caps that'll come out, and then there is a little bolt right there. So I pulled that off, pulled the A-pillar off, ran the wire down, pulled the trim over here off, and then pulled this fuse box thingy out. I ended up bunching up all of the rest of the wire kind of like here. Ran the wires up over the glove box, zip tied it up to where the dash support is, and then ran it back down, and then popped it out right here. So that's the power wire. I'll probably end up seeing if I can get a flush mount USB port so I can keep my phone plugged in, because the Titans, this turns on and off with the power of the truck. So if the key's on, this one's powered on, and then it turns off when you turn the key of the truck off. That one is constant. So if I leave it plugged into here, then the camera is always on. It would always be recording, which I don't want. Same thing with my phone, where I've got this awesome 21 or 2.1 amp charger. The problem is that it stays on the entire time. So I kind of want to be able to leave my phone charger plugged in, and then it only charges when the truck's on. So I guess we'll go over real quick how that kind of works. So I will put the key in, and then it pops on. Hopefully you guys can see that. I don't know why my turn signal's on. Let me turn that off real quick. There we go. So it'll automatically pop on. Come on, focus. There we go. So that's what it looks like when it's recording. I have it set for, I think, 30 seconds after the power goes on. The screen will go black, just because I don't want to sit there and stare at that while I'm driving. I have the audio and the sound off, just because I don't want to listen to that either. But yeah, that's how I have it kind of set up. The way I sit, I can't really even see it because the mirror, so it doesn't really block anything that the mirror wouldn't. So yeah, that's how I set that up. And I guess we will go over there it goes. I guess we'll go over real quick how the video looks. I did a night scene, which I'll enter in now, and then I did a day scene, which I'll enter in probably right after that. So it works pretty well, to be honest with you. I haven't triggered. I've got the G meter or whatever set for medium, and I've obviously driving off-road, anything like that. I haven't set it off, so there's no real way of testing that without, you know, actually running into stuff. So besides that, Oh, I've also found it's kind of difficult to reach from the driver's seat from where this is, but the save event button I've hit a couple times, seems to be working great. It saves that whole like round of video, because I guess I think this records in 3-minute segments. I think that's what it was. So it'll record that whole 3 minutes if an event happens, like if you want to record that somebody cuts you off or something like that. That's the good way of doing that. But yeah, overall, for around $50 dash cam, I'm very impressed with it. So I would definitely recommend it, because at some point it'll probably save your butt. If somebody cuts you off or slams on the brakes or runs a red light, or you get T-boned or something because somebody said that you ran a red light but they actually did, now you can prove it. That comes very helpful when you come to court. So I'd highly recommend that camera. I haven't found anything I don't like about it yet, but if you've subscribed to the channel, I'm sure I'll do kind of updates here and there on it. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. Make sure you hit the little notifications icon next to it, the little bell, so you can get notified when we post videos. We actually did start a second channel called We Bearded 2. So that is now linked below, as well as in our what you call it, the friends of the channel page, where you can put different people's pages on. So go ahead and check that out. We posted 2 new videos. I work for a Glock distributor, so obviously I get a little heads up on outcoming guns and whatnot, which I don't really want to put on this channel just because YouTube hates firearm related content, so we want to keep that separated. So that channel will have more of that, so go ahead and check that out if you haven't already. Like I said before, hit the subscribe button. I'm gonna go ahead and link this camera down below if you're interested. They're about $50 ish right now. Definitely worth it. I would suggest, if you can, purchase it through the link below, because that'll help us out. Obviously if it's on Amazon, we'll link it through there. Hopefully it's Prime, so you can get it quick. But yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye.